Welcome to Cletus Ray's Roadside Service, and I'm your host, Cletus Ray. We are rolling. We just got done at our hotel in Fremont, Nebraska. We are now headed north, back to Dune. We're going to go ahead and load up whatever's left there. They're going to send a guy with a truck and a sprayer, and he's going to rinse out the frac tank in case there's sludge left in it. I don't think there's going to be any sludge left in it, but maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before, and I'm going to be wrong again. But I need to hurry up. That's the whole name of the game today is hurry the fuck up. Quit fucking slacking. Hurry the fuck up. Yesterday there wasn't a whole lot of slacking actually. There was a little bit of a detour route, a little bit of truck not running quite right, and a little bit of I want to stop and eat some food. Those three things, some of those things are going to happen today, but some of them ain't. And I don't know which ones are, I don't know. It's just got some dice, roll them. And if it lands on a four, maybe things were going to go great today. I have a good outlook on today. I think today's going to go way better than it did yesterday. Do you know what happened yesterday? No, probably not because I recorded like a 15-minute podcast in the afternoon yesterday, and I'm going to scrap it. I might, maybe I'll put it in. Probably not. Probably just going to go ahead and revisit all the topics that was there because I was hot in the moment. And now I'm less hot in the moment. Still hot, but less hot there. Yesterday, drove up, sucked the liquid. Everything's going well. Let's run back to at the shop before I left to go to up here into Omaha. The truck and trailer weren't jiving properly. They weren't really wanting to work together. The PTO wasn't strong enough or some shit. I don't know, but we got it to work. But I did check the vacuum, and by checking the vacuum, I took the inlet cap off. When I did that, pink liquid came out of the inlet pipe. What would that tell you? This is what a trailer that has been sitting. Nobody's used it in a while. It's supposed to be clean and empty. And let me just tell you, when I opened up the inlet cap and pink liquid came out in front of my boss, so I'm going to bring him under the bus with me. Hey, you're not going to get ran over by the whole tire, but you might hit your head on the pumpkin of the fucking axle. But we're both under the bus here because you saw that pink liquid came out, and I saw that pink liquid came out. You have way more experience than me, so you should have known what I know now, which is I should have said, oh, there's pink liquid in the inlet tube. That's odd. This truck's supposed to be clean and empty. Maybe I should check the outlet pipe and see if there's anything stuck in the outlet pipe. Would have been a wonderful fucking idea. I didn't. Just drove up to Omaha, parked, next day, sucked, fucked, left. And I drive all the way down. I did take a little bit of a detour route on my way down, headed down to Fremont. Uh, and the truck was having problems. The truck is having real power problems. It's had an engine light on the whole time. It's also had ABS coming on and off, on and off. I thought it was on the whole time, but it's been off all day. And I know as soon as I go back there and plug that light back in, it's going to fucking come back on. So I'm just not going to do that. Uh, so, yeah, that's not legal to do that. And this is all satire. That's fake. I'm lying about all the things that I'm doing. This is for comedy only. Okay, this is not for the courts to look at whenever I fucking get in trouble. Okay, that's a satire only. So I get down there and it's at 3:30 and they close at 4. Nobody told me when they closed, but I was glad to be there with plenty of time to offload. And hey, they told me to come here. They put it on the paperwork. They said, go there, dump. Everything's fine. You're good to go. Nobody should stop you. Everything's going to go great. And I get down there, and the guy's like, hey, everything should be great. You're in the system, right? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I've never been here before, but the Omaha guys told me to come here. Said, oh, yeah, you're probably in the system. Go ahead and go dump. So I take the truck and trailer, and I loop it around and I back it into this nice. So some places have a real shitty offloading facility, or like just area, like berm area. You just dumping fucking slop into a fucking pit, or just on the ground somewhere, or in a pond. Sometimes that is a thing. Um, Not a pond with fish though. It's just like a pond, like they have an outfall or whatever. To yesterday, that was not the case. It was a beautiful concrete little structure with some metal grates. They had built-in uh, wheel chalk, so you back up until your wheels hit the chalks and you don't go down into the pit. Everybody offloads at the same exact spot, so you're not going to be driving through anything. But there's nothing there because it's a really clean facility, and the guy's super nice. And he said, go ahead and go offload. I'm going to make sure you're in the system. And I thought, well, of course I'm in the system because they told me to come here. So I back up and I start offloading. Or I start the offload process, which is turn on the PTO, turn it on pressure, and then skedaddle my booty all the way to the back end of the truck and open up the valve, the cap and the valve, so it will blast out. And it won't blast out real hard, but it will build up pressure and blow off. As soon as I took the cap off, some more yellowish liquid came out, and it fell into my tray. I'm like, not a big deal, whatever. And I open up the valves, and as soon as I open up the valves, a 5 pound, not pound, it's way more than that, probably a 10-pound chunk of uh, paint liquid looking sludge shit blows out all over the ground. And I'm like, oh no. And then the black liquid that I had been working with came out. But there's just this big old sloppy fucking turd on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's all bright yellow. Looks like paint. Looks like if you took a bucket of paint, left it in the sun for a while, and then heated and cooled it and didn't stir it, and then dumped it on the ground, and it was like set up kind of, but it's not. That's what this looked like, and it's bright yellow. I'm like, God damn it. And the guy was still inside the office working on the paperwork, so I run over and I grab my bucket. Luckily my bucket was empty, and I'm trying to scoop up all this shit because my bucket has a flat side of it. So, and I don't have anything else. Like, this is all I have. I have one pair of gloves and this bucket. And I'm just trying to scoop up as much as I can. And I get the bucket almost full to the top. Like, this bucket is full of this shit. And there's still shit on the ground. There's still shit on my truck. And it's yellow fucking everywhere. And I'm like, God. I'm like, all right, maybe before that guy gets here, I can hose off like most of the area where I've already kind of scraped the shit off, and then the big chunks maybe he's got another bucket or something I can use, but I don't want to put this shit down into his drain. A lot of it, at least. A little bit. It's not fentanyl or nothing. It'll just fucking go in the drain and it'll dissipate and it'll be gone. I mean, people put oily shit down here too. I mean, they're not supposed to, but sometimes that does happen. And they got an oil water separator built for that. It's the city water sewer. So it's like if I dump this in my hotel bathroom toilet, the bucket of slop, and flushed it, it's all going to them. They'll know. They'll know it was me. So, anyways, I'm trying to hose off the area so it doesn't look so fucking bad. And then I get a tap on my shoulder, and I turn around. I'm like, oh shit, it's him. And they had a fire hose sitting there. I shut the fire hose off, and I walk over to him. He's like, hey man, you're not allowed to offload yet because you're not in the system. So I'm like, oh okay, let me shut it off. And I look down. My pants are covered. I have yellow shit all over my pants, and all over my hands, and all over the truck. And he doesn't seem to notice any of it. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh no, you guys aren't in the system yet. I thought you guys were in the system, but you're not. I don't know what this liquid is that you're dumping, so I need to sample it and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I was like, they told me to come here, so I'm here. And he's like, okay, well let's just go get it figured out. And I called the boss in Omaha, and I was like, hey man, they don't want me to dump because I'm not in the system, blah blah blah. And then I give the phone to him, and then they talk, and he's like, all right, well we'll just get you set up with a new account or whatever the fuck. I don't know. He's like, I just need some information out of you. So we got the information to him. He said, I'm going to run in the office and take care of this information. And then I'm going to come back and then I'm going to say, I need to get a sample off of you and everything. I said, all right, not a problem. So he walks off. I get in the truck. I immediately call up my boss out in Kansas City. Hey, he's like, Como esta? How you doing? You doing okay? What'd you break? You all right? I'm like, I'm not okay. What the fuck was in this truck? What was in this trailer before I took it, man? He's like, nothing, water, man. I'm like, it ain't water. I'll tell you that right now. It ain't water, bud. It ain't water. He's like, no, it's water. He's like, that's all we've ever hauled in that fucking trailer is water. I'm like, no, 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 no. You are wrong. I'm right, and you're wrong. You know how I know I'm right? I've got a big old sloppy. It looks like paint. Okay, bud. I got paint, and I'm trying to offload this paint at this fucking facility. This is not good. They don't want paint. They take a specific, just water. Okay, and this is not good. He's like, oh man, you'll be all right. I'm like, what do you mean I'll be all right? I was like, I'll send you pictures. I got a big old fucking mess over here. It's like they got a nice clean facility and I'm just a big fucking piece of shit laying right in the middle of their area, just making yellow snow angels all over their clean concrete. I'm like, this is not good. And he's like, yeah, I'll be fine. I'm like, okay. What is in here? You need to figure out what this shit is so I can tell him. He's like, I'll try to figure out, but I'm telling you, it's just water. I'm like, it ain't water, bud. It ain't water. So I take off. Or we get off the phone. The guy's walking back up to me, and I'm like, hey man, listen, I got something I need to tell you. He's like, what's up? I was like, first off, I want to apologize for what happened back here with not being in the system, but I also have another issue I'd like you to come look at. And he comes over, and I'm like, this is what happens when people don't clean the truck before they put it away. And now you have big yellow slop. He's like, that smells like paint. I was like, it could be. I'm not sure. He's like, well, we need to get that shit cleaned up. I'm like, I know. I got a bucket of it over here. I'm working on it. I'm going to get the big chunks of it picked up. And then you just tell me what you want me to do with the paint on the ground. I didn't even call it paint though. I just said with the residue that's left on the ground. He's like, well, He's like, let's just clean it up. Like, get your truck pulled out of the way and we'll start cleaning this shit up. So I pull the truck out of the way and he's being real cool. And then he's like, well, um, it's already after 4, so I'm not going to allow you to continue to offload anything. This has been a big fucking mess of just issues. And right at the end of the day, and I don't need, like, we are, like, it's a really small town and it's quiet and they do things the same exact way every single day. And when you got this fucking bitch ass fat guy in an orange shirt from Kansas City that throws paint all over your fucking masterpiece, it's not good. So we tried to hose up and clean up as much as possible. We got it looking pretty good actually. And I'm like, you know what? You have a couple of guys come in here and dump some fucking actual nasty looking sludge on here a couple of times. I'm sure any of this residue is going to go away. But if not, maybe we just paint this whole area yellow and then nobody knows. Or we could get a power washer from my shop. We have power washers over here. We can bring a power wash over here and clean it up. He's like, we ain't got time for that today. Just that you cleaned up good enough. Let's just get you the fuck out of here because it's time to go. It's already 4:15. I'm like, okay, adios. So I cleaned up as much as I could and I got the fuck out of there and parked outside the gate, booked me a hotel, and drove to the hotel and parked it up there. And I still have. I'm gonna assume I have about 1,000 gallons left on the truck, but I don't think it's that much. I really don't think I have a fifth of a tank. I have less than that because my needle isn't. It was floating on like perfectly flat ground, but whenever I was parked at the hotel, tilted a little bit, the needle was floating a little bit. So but the amount of liquid that I have left to pull from this frac tank is not much. So I have plenty of room to get the rest of everything else that we need to get. So I woke up this morning and I was going to go back to the wastewater treatment facility and offload the rest of it and then drive up there. But when I woke up and I was messing with the truck and doing my pre-trip, I said, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck that. We're just going to go ahead and head back up to Dune, Iowa. I got it was a 2.5 hour drive. I got 2 hours left of it now. I'm going to drive up there and go ahead and load as much as I can. Well, I'm going to load everything. They got a little bit of rain last night, but that ain't going to matter. I'm going to be able to load up as much as everything that's in the tank and the containment. The guys are going to show up there with the pressure washer. I told them, I was like, hey, I need you guys to hurry the fuck up. Because the problem is, yesterday, I got to the wastewater treatment facility in the nick of time. So today, if you want me to do extra bullshit, which is hose out the fucking frac tank, we need to hurry the fuck up. I need you guys to boogie up here as quickly as possible so I can load, and I'm probably gonna be sitting there loaded for a little bit, and maybe I can try to clean up a little bit more mess that I got going on. And then they're gonna hose out the frac tank or whatever, and I just need to get it to where there's nothing left in the frac tank, and the containment is kind of clean, because they're gonna have all that shit hauled back to their shop to actually clean it. They're not doing an entry clean today, but you're not allowed to haul frac tanks with any liquid in it. So that's my purpose of today, is to get all the liquid out of the frac tank. And I guess one time before they had a frac tank and they sent a driver up to suck it all out, and he sucked out as much as he could, but there was about 600 gallons of sludge left on the bottom of the frac tank. So that's why they're going to send a pressure washer up to kind of, if there's any sludge or anything left in there, it needs to be bone dry before the frac tank hauler will haul it. So that's my plan for today. And then I'm going to go down to the wastewater facility. I hope I get there early enough, earlier than I did yesterday, which I think I will, and get offloaded so then I can drive back to Kansas City tonight and get ready for my job tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be driving down to Tulsa, and the guy that I meet up with in Tulsa, he wants me to be there early as fuck. He wants me to be there early, and I got to leave extra fucking early to get there on time. So that's the way the cookie crumbles today. That's what's going on. You know, my life is, no job is ever just fucking as easy as it could be. Oh, you're just gonna go up there and haul water. Okay, I will. And then, you know, if that's what, if this tanker was clean, really all of my problems wouldn't, I wouldn't have any problems, and I probably would have drove back up here last night. Now I'm thinking that's what I should have done. I mean, that's what I'm doing today. I'm driving up there here in the morning, and I had plenty of time last night that I could have drove back up there and stayed in a little town a little closer, and then I could have had those guys with the pressure washer meet me up there, and then everything would have been done super quick, easy. But I thought I was gonna have to offload the rest of what I got in the tanker right now, but I ain't. I ain't gonna. And I think I overestimated how much I pulled out yesterday. I said 4,800 gallons, and it was more like 4,000 gallons. So today I'm just gonna write down 2,500, just so the mark equals up. You know, because uh, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know. But everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna get this done. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, the Joe Rogan one with the mob guy, the guy in the mafia, and that's a pretty good story. But I don't know, kind of seems like a lot of fluff on the story. But that's okay. That's what those mafia guys do, anyways. They fluff it up. But it is an interesting story. It's about a guy that went undercover, a pretty famous guy. I forget his name now. Some guy, and then I go back to the hotel, and when I get in there, I lay down and turn on the TV, and one of those mob shows is on. And it was funny because they were saying some of the same shit, like some of the stories. I don't know. It wasn't the same story, but it was. It was like, oh, okay, I can kind of, I see a little bit of relation here from the guy's account on Joe Rogan versus this Goodfellas movie or whatever it might have been. And then last night was really cool because there's a Taco Bell in the parking lot of the hotel that I'm in. So I laid on the bed and pulled up the Taco Bell app and curtailed what I wanted to order. I wasn't going to order it on the app, but I was going to order it once I got in there. But I wanted to figure out exactly what I want, and I priced it out and everything. I mean, you can't eat for less than, I mean, you can. I eat a lot. But I think I maximized $18 at Taco Bell yesterday. I got some decent food, and it seemed like it was made with love. Couldn't believe it. It was like fresh and hot and good. It was so fucking good. I was very happy with my Taco Bell experience last night. And then I went back to the hotel and just laid around. It was kind of nice to just kind of lay around for a while. And woke up on time today, got cleaned up, and hit the road. We're rolling. And I got dry boots because I propped up my boots onto the air conditioning unit, and I let the air conditioning unit run all night. I had it mainly on fan, but it was a pretty cold room. But I had my boots propped up on a chair with the openings on the vents of the air conditioning unit, and I mean, I got the driest feet you could have right now. It's really nice. I was really worried about getting my boots wet yesterday. I shouldn't have been so upset about it. I just thought for sure my boots were wet and they were going to continue to be wet until tonight, tomorrow morning. But they're dry. Everything's good. Oh, man. What an exciting day. Very, very exciting. Uh, Woo! Nothing else happened really yesterday. That was about it. I mean, it was an okay time. Just kidding. It was. I think there's something going on with me. There's got to be. Also my stress levels just I don't know. They just don't come down. So whenever I was bitching about that Theo Vaughn episode yesterday about that Kevin Gates guy talking, he did talk about box breathing. He's just like, oh yeah, box breathing. Breathe in for 4 minutes, hold it for not for 4 minutes, for 4 seconds. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and then start it all over again. Just breathe in 4 second increments and also hold your breath. And he's like, oh, it'll relieve all of your anxiety. So I tried doing that a little bit, but I don't know. I couldn't. I'm just sitting in a truck all day. I could do all kinds of stuff. I could, a lot of stuff that I thought about learning a new language. I tried that for like 15 minutes once. That didn't work. I don't know. When I'm driving, I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to try to better myself, I guess. I don't know. But even that box breathing, I did it for like a minute and a half. And then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to breathe like normal. Because when you're doing that, you're breathing manually. You gotta focus on your breathing. And I want to be on autopilot and just listen to podcasts and just drive. And I don't know. I don't know. That's weird. I can't multitask with my breathing. I don't like breathing manually. Really don't like doing that. But maybe I need to work on a little bit of breath work. I don't know. And also, this is another weird thing I just wanted to. I thought about a lot is some of that. What is that sleeping stuff where you can create your own dreams or whatever? Man, I'd love to do that, and it's like, I could just lay down and do it, but I just want to lay down and not do it. You know what I mean? What do, what do we got going on here? We got some sort of road construction going on over here, and I got a chunk of something in my ear. All right, road construction. Be prepared to stop. All right, it's a yellow caution light. Cool. Woo! I wish I knew what that was called. The sleeping thing. It's like in endocrine sleeping or whatever. I don't know what it fuck it is. Eucalyptus sleeping. It's something with an E, I think. Man, oh man. This morning, after I woke up from my first alarm and I went back to sleep, I had a dream that there was tornadoes out here in Nebraska, and then I woke up for real, and I was like, okay, that was irrational. It's gonna be fine. And then I walk out, and it's like rainy and shit. I'm like, fuck, there might be a tornado today, and I could be part of it. They get tornadoes out here all the time. But now it's brightened up. Don't need that for my stress levels. Just need a low stress day. Just drive the truck, load the water, offload the water, drive the truck, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits for today's episode. We're gonna end it here. I don't want to edit a fucking shit together. I'm just gonna leave it here. Adios. Keep all 18 down. We'll talk to you later.